716, DJ Desire, DJ Slack, No Lack, All
Yes.
Black. Hallelujah. Come on. We got Francesca in the house. We're going to play one of her songs. And I think this one is created. What is that? Created?
Created for this.
Created.
Ooh.
Now, is that coming in double or is that coming in nice? All
It's
right.
gonna.
That's what I wanted to see. Oh, shoot, 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 shoot. Shoot, shoot, shoot.
This is the queen. I was created for this. Yeah, I've been waiting on this. Second guessing is over. I'm getting closer. Every door that was shut, heaven is open. High. Closed captions on every word spoken. Watching my words cause I'm chosen. And I cannot fail to commit. This is my time and I know it. I gotta show shine brightest in the moonlight. Shine brightest in the nighttime. Been waiting on my time. And it's time for me to shine bright. I was created for this. Yeah, I've been waiting on this. I taking my shot on this. Taking my shot, it's gon' switch. I know this is God's plan, I won't quit. This is His plan, I won't quit. I was created for this. Yeah, I've been waiting on this. I know it took some time for me to see. Yeah, you had to shine your light on me. Yeah, for me to see everything that you see in me. Yeah. Oh God, you looked at me like you looked at David. You saw a king with a shepherd boy's heart. Oh, you saw me right from the start, God. You saw my potential through all of my issues, and you ain't tell me to resign. But wait till the appointed time, till your plan and my purpose align. I was created for this. Yeah, I've been waiting on this. I taking my shot on this. Taking my shot, it's gon' switch. Know this is God's plan, I won't quit. This is His plan, I won't quit. I was created for this. Yeah, I've been waiting on this. Shine brightest in the moonlight. Shine brightest in the nighttime. Been waiting on my time. And it's time for me to shine bright.
Yes, indeed.
Yes.
Francesca in the
Come on,
house.
Francesca.
What is a hope?
Alrighty, Francesca, let us know.
Yes, yes.
How did that song come about? We're going to ask you about your
Yeah.
genesis and all that, but how did that song come about? What was the
First of all, I
inspiration?
just
How
want to
did?
say
Yeah.
thank y'all for having me.
Oh, no problem.
Aw.
No problem.
No, thank you.
I really appreciate, just our business here. Yeah, Creative for This came about. I was driving home from the studio one night,
Right.
and I remember calling my husband and just, I feel like something switched gears for me as to where I stepped outside of just feeling like I want to do this and feeling like this is a hobby or something like that. And I feel like I stepped more into purpose and more into calling. And that's when I felt led to write Creative for This, because I feel like for a while I really struggled with feeling like, I don't know, like, is this my lane? Like, is this really where I'm supposed to be? And I feel like confirmation after confirmation just kept coming, especially when I would write certain specific songs.
Right.
And they would speak to other women or other men, and they're just like, hey, this really blessed me. This really blessed me in this area. And I feel like I just stepped into something greater. And I definitely feel like something shifted after I wrote that song and after I put that song out. I feel like I stopped moving in a way where I was feeling hesitant or just unsure. And I started moving with intention and purpose. And I felt like I stepped out of, like, is this what I'm supposed to be doing? Am I supposed to be here? And I started stepping in full-blown confidence that this is what the Lord has called me to do. This is my lane. This is my purpose. This is my calling. And I feel like there was no gray area for the enemy to basically pluck up those seeds that the Lord had planted in my heart about my calling and my purpose. It was just confidence in my purpose and my calling. And so that's what came about, was created for this. And I said, I'm taking my shot, I won't miss, because when we're in alignment with God, how many of y'all know that nothing can block what He has for us? So that's how created for this came about.
Right. So I was going to ask you a question later. How does your faith determine your performance? And I think you probably just answered that. Well, you said.
Oh wow! Okay.
And you said, when am I? And we do. We come once we get certain levels with God and certain levels with faith, and we ask ourselves, what am I supposed to be doing, God? How am I supposed? What? I know I'm different. What the difference? And I think you answered that just now, and part of that song. Now I want to ask you, first of all, before we go on socials, where can people find you?
You can find my music on Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, all of the streaming platforms that are out there. And you can just type in my name. That's my artist name, my real name, Franchesca, spelled with an H in the middle. And on social media platforms, you can find me at Franchesca Makes Music on TikTok, on Threads, on Instagram. Yeah, all of the things. Franchesca Makes Music.
All right, Franchesca, we want to go into the Genesis story. I'm gonna switch can I switch my camera for a second? I just want to see myself. And then later we'll have all three of us will be on.
Right.
But I wanted to ask you your Genesis story, Franchesca. When did you know, first of all, when did you start singing or whatever? And then when did you know what, I'm going to do this? So, yeah, when did you...
I started...
Yeah. When did you know that... Well, first of all, when did you start singing? Now, when was the first time somebody pointed, singing? And then when was the time that you said, oh, I want to do this?
Thank you for your question. I started singing, I probably was about 6 years old, 7.
Wow.
My dad, he's actually an ordained minister who had his own church at that time. So we grew up in church, and we were the praise team. We were the ushers. We were the, all of those.
I know about that.
And what age was that, Franchesca? What age was that?
That was about 6 or 7.
6 or 7. So you was involved in the church. So you got involved in the church. Dad said sing, or whoever said sing. So you were singing and you was enjoying it?
Yeah, I always loved singing. I've always been a creative person. I always loved music.
Right.
So yeah, I definitely enjoyed it.
So 6 wasn't.
And then that's when I would move up. We switched churches. But I still was in the children's choir. I did like praise dancing, all of those.
So
things.
it came natural to you. What age did you know that I'm doing this? I'm going to do this. This is my passion. I'm going to do this for life.
I would say probably a few years ago, actually.
Okay.
Right. See, that's what I mean. Nice. A lot of times we're doing stuff.
Right.
But
we don't know what we're supposed to be.
We're already in it.
And then we realize, oh, shoot, let this be my thing that I do, my passion. Let this be my calling card or whatever.
Exactly.
All right. So
I feel like I wasn't sure that this could be a full-blown thing, but now it is.
Well, it's faith.
Right.
When we start to believe, because that's what God deals with. If you believe it, you got it. God is saying, will you trust me for it? Believe it. Okay, so let's get, I'm going to get another song up for you. We got Franchesca. I know Hector is here. It'd be nice to hear from Hector, or just to see his face and just for him to say yes, nay, yay, nay. You can come on, Hector.
And then real quick, Francesca, where are you from?
Oh, yeah, that's a good question.
Where are you from?
I'm from Raleigh, North Carolina. What's top for the 919?
Okay. Shouts
I'm
out
from
to
Raleigh,
North Carolina. Shouts out to my people down in the Carolinas.
What about you?
We are in Buffalo. It's cold up here. Okay, it snowed on us. Like we woke up. It was last night. Went to sleep. It was clear outside. Woke up to snow. Like wow, thanks Buffalo. Yeah. So yeah, we from the cold, the brick city right
All
there.
right, here we go, y'all. What is the title of this one?
Praise on repeat.
Praise on repeat. Here we go, guys.
Gospel Party 716.
Nobody really knows me like you do. Still nobody really loves me like you can, Jesus. And I don't understand how I'm fully loved and fully known by you. It leaves me confused how you took the time to find me when I couldn't even find me. I was in the garden hiding, but you searched for me, and certainly now you are my hiding place. And you deserve all my praise. I'ma give it to you all my days. I'ma give it to you, I'ma give it to you. Yeah, I'ma put this praise on repeat every single time that I release. All I have inside is a feeling I know I cannot explain. You give me joy for my pain, so I'ma put this praise on repeat every single time that I release. All I have inside is a feeling I know I cannot explain. You give me joy for my pain, but on my garment of praise. Give you all of me, give you all of me, 'cause you're worthy, Jesus. And I won't let a rock cry out for me. I'll cry out for Jesus. It's my offering. I won't let a rock cry out for me. It's my offering. I pour my oil on you, 'cause you're righteous, 'cause you're true. You're holy, only true and living God. That's who you are. So glory to the Lamb. Glory to the Lamb that was slain for you and me. That's why I put this praise on repeat every single time that I release. All I have inside is a feeling I know I cannot explain. You give me joy for my pain, so I'ma put this praise on repeat every single time that I release. All I have inside is a feeling I know I cannot explain. You give me joy for my pain, but on my garment of praise. You give me joy for my pain, but on my garment of praise. You give me joy for my pain, so I'ma put this praise on repeat every single time that I release. All I have inside is a feeling I know I cannot explain. You give me joy for my pain, I'ma put this praise on repeat every single time.
Praise on repeat. You know what? You know what the vibes she's giving me? I might be wrong, guys. I probably am wrong. But yeah, you can bring your up. The vibe that I'm getting is like kind of her.
Yeah.
Am I right about that?
She
Is it
got
this vibe?
she got a lot of man. It's a lot of artists I'm just like hearing
Yeah. What do you
from
hear?
her.
The one I can only
I
think of
definitely
her.
do hear her
Okay.
in her voice, but
Okay.
I hear a little bit of like Brandy,
Oh,
little
wow.
yeah, like she has that sultry, like that sultry Brandy sound, you know, like
And we need that.
yeah.
We need that because
in gospel music though. We need that.
we need that. I'm just reminiscing, like when I first came to gospel, I was in my 30s, so it was John P. Key Commission that
Right.
gravitated to me, right?
Right.
So we then Cross Movement
Yeah.
was So
Yeah.
we need those artists.
Yeah.
Even,
When I grew up, I had the Out of Edens and stuff like that.
Right,
like we
right.
had Out of Eden and all
Right.
that, and Trinity 5-7, and
Right.
those. And I mean, you had the Clark sisters, of course. They were like the
Right,
girl
right.
group to end all girl groups for
Right.
church girls.
but they draw
But-
the masses in, people that don't go to church
Yeah.
or people that don't churchy. Because everybody's not going to listen to, well, people like Hezekiah
Yeah.
Walker, but everybody's not going to listen to
But they'll
Hezekiah.
like the Corinne Hawthorns and
Right,
stuff like that. So,
right.
you know what I'm going to ask you, Francesca? Like, who are your favorites to listen to? Like, when you go and you get in the car to go someplace, or you just, you working out, what are your favorites? Like, who do you like to listen to, or who do you draw inspiration from?
I actually, which is an interesting question, I don't listen to a lot of music. I know that's probably an interesting.
Oh, wow.
That
An
don't
interesting
sound right.
answer,
That,
but I like-
Francesca, you're a musician. That don't sound right. All musicians listen
Listen, I
to
know,
some
and
music.
we're all different. So
Right.
we got to take that into account. We're all
you
gonna
don't
like
listen
be
to
different
music?
creatively. I will tell you who, like, when I do listen to
Okay,
music, but
okay.
often, like, when I'm in the car, my husband can tell you, I came home, I had a show, it was about an hour and a half away. I drove to the show, I drove back, and I wrote a whole song in the car.
Oh, wow.
So that's kind of what I write best. I have 2 kids. I have 2 babies. I have a 3-year-old and a 9-month-old. So I don't get a whole bunch of time sometimes to write when I'm at the house.
Right.
When I'm away, that's like when I make the best songs.
Okay.
But if I am listening to some music and I care to put something on sometimes, if I'm going to listen to something hype or some type of like rap, gospel rap or Christian rap, I love Big Breeze. My husband knows.
Okay, I love Big Breeze. Yeah.
Yes, like, and I actually love him as a person as well.
Oh, you know him. You know him.
Yes, his heart for God, like, is great. But DKG,
Mm-hmm.
shout out to Detroit and like everything that he's doing. I've been listening to him a lot lately.
Right.
MTM Isaiah, I'm like just now getting into him a little bit more. My husband put me onto him.
Okay.
Yeah, so as far as rap, I want to shout out Lee Vossi. Lee Vossi's also in my lane, Christian R&B. She's very inspirational to me as well. We did a show together not too long ago.
Wow.
The day, I actually like listening to people that I'm alongside because like I want to support Kingdom music.
Right.
I love Aja.
Yes.
Aja is so good. And when you said like Brandy, like Aja gives me like Brandy vibes.
Yes.
And she's just so good. If you follow me on Instagram, okay.
I'm starting to feel a
But
little
she's
old
very
here.
inspirational.
'Cause you
as
know the
well.
songs, I don't
Stevie
know the
Rizzo,
songs.
Shout out to Stevie Rizzo. That's my brother.
Oh,
and I'm
love
actually a
Stevie
really
Rizzo.
Big fan of his music. He was at the show the other day as well. And I'm in the crowd like everybody else singing all the lyrics.
Right. Be
And
hype.
just like really supporting him. We just put out a collaboration song called Date Night not too long ago. But when I do listen to music, like those are probably the people that I'm listening to because they're putting out some dope music nowadays. And yeah, I'm here for it. So
Yeah.
but I don't, to be honest with you, I don't listen to a lot of music. I listen to a lot of beats. And I
Okay.
feel like that just helps me creatively.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I listen to a lot of instrumental beats. So
Right.
I'm always listening to beats, honestly. And that's how I make my music. Because I'm mommying at home. So
Right.
yeah, I gotta balance it. How I
Yeah, that's another question. While we're on the topic, I like that question. How do you have any patterns or
Strategies.
strategies
There we go.
to balance your musician, your wife, your mother,
A mother of little
probably,
ones too.
probably something in the church you're doing. How do you balance that? Do you got strategy or plan or anything?
I feel like my husband is one of my biggest partners in everything. Like, he's also my manager. Shout out to my husband. I love you, baby. My husband, we've been married for almost 7 years.
Nice.
But
Congrats.
he's had a vision for the music well before I did. Like, I didn't know that it was going to do any of the things that it's doing today. But he's been very helpful in giving me the time that I need to write. And so, like, now he has the kids. I'm at home, but he has the kids down pat from this morning. He gave me all the time I
Aw.
needed to get ready, to do what I needed to do. He's sending me the link. He was texting me like, "You need to call in." I'm like, "Okay, I'm about to call in."
Is that Hector? Hey, is that Hector?
Yeah.
Shout out to Hector.
Shout out Hector.
Go Hector.
Well, I want to see Hector now. I
want
want to see Hector. Put that video on Hector. I want to see you now.
Shouts out to Hector.
Yeah, he did. He told me that. He said, "I went to hey Hector."
For real, shout out to Hector.
What's up, Hector, my man? You taking care.
To answer your question, that's one way in like marriage that he has supported me. God has truly like blessed me in that area where he really supports, he really believes.
Right.
I feel like my belief carried on his faith for a long time.
Wow.
Because I'm like, I'm the person who's doing it, but he's like, no, like not me getting emotional. Like he's like, I really believe, in what you're doing. I believe that God has called you to this. And so,
that's
it
awesome,
really has made a big
Franchesca.
impact
God,
in the way that I show up and the way that I've committed.
God bless you with a good husband.
Yeah, like my husband is he's a lot of the reason that things are moving the way that they're moving, because behind the scenes, he's looking into things I've never heard of. And it's definitely helped, even this show, when he's like, "Hey, I see this opportunity. Do you want to do this?" And he's, navigating everything as well as being an amazing husband and father. And so that's one big balance, is like delegation and just his willingness to, take on a lot of the tasks and help me and give me the time I need to write and go to the studio. And so shout out to Kingdom Spouses.
Right. Franchesca, I truly believe that a good marriage is a marriage that's ordained where each other is put there to make a difference in the other life, and that you will see that the fruit will be bearing, if we allow it. Sometimes God puts stuff together, we mess it up. But it's a great testimony, and it looks like you ahead of the game and you on the right path because you got a husband. And I know, because I was talking with the last 2 days, and he was in it. He was making sure everything, asking me what questions going to ask him. He was on point, baby.
Right.
He was no joke. So Hector, you the man.
Go ahead, Hector.
All right, I'm going to play this other one. Franchesca, let's get this up and let's go. What's this one, Franchesca?
This is Rough Days. It's called Rough Days.
Rough Days. That's where Hector come in, those rough days.
Gospel Party 716.
On 91.3 FM, WBNY.
Gas on me, so I'm driving home. Got music playing in the background with the windows down. It's about 70 degrees, yeah. The wind's blowing on me. Today my mind was racing, I can't even fake it. Oh no. Today was a rough day. My mind went its own way. I found that it's okay to sometimes not be okay. So when I called on Yahweh, like, can you swing my way? Can you swing my way? My way, my way. My way, my way. Can you swing? Come fill my tank. Yahweh, Yahweh. Bank account no low. Yeah, I know that for sure. Baby said we got 80 in the checking, 0 in the savings. Lord, we need a blessing coming down from heaven. Oh no. God, we know you know everything that we need, but I'm still on me. was a rough day. My mind in its own way. Found that it's okay to sometimes not be okay. It's when I call on Yahweh. Can you swing my way? Can you swing my way? 'Cause my mind's telling me that I need to believe in what I see was right in front of me. But I choose to call on you. Yeah, I know you'll see me through. On the good days and the bad days, I choose to call on Yahweh. On the good days and the bad days, I choose to call on Yahweh. On the good days, bad days, you're still Yahweh. You're still Yahweh. You're still Yahweh. Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Franchesca
You're still
on 91.3
Yahweh.
FM WBNY. Yes, we're doing it live, y'all.
Yes.
Doing it live. All right, Francesca, I'm going to ask you this.
Yes.
How do you spell relief?
How do I spell relief? When you say that question, do you mean like what things do I do to feel relief?
Yeah.
I just want to get clarity just so I understand the question.
Yeah.
correctly.
Like, for instance, well, let me give you an example. I spell relief when I can be with my family. It could be a Sunday. It could be a barbecue with my kids. DJing somewhere, like maybe in the backyard, DJing the kids. Well, they're not kids, they're adults. But that's what I used to spell relief. The kids come home 9 to 5, get in the backyard, nice summer day, play my music, blasting it, barbecuing. My kids are playing, the neighbor kids are over, they having dance contests. That was my just chilling, maybe drinking some water or having a hot dog or a hamburger. For me, that's relief. And now I'm older, having dinner with my daughters. Like, Dad, come over, have dinner, and we watch movies and have dinner. That's my relief. What's yours?
Okay, thank you so much for the clarity. I just want to make sure I answer it correctly. Relief to me is definitely being with my family. I love being a mom. I always wanted to be a mother.
Okay.
And I was just telling my son Christian the other day, like, being your mom is a dream. Like, I love being able to create this childhood for them that's healthy and beautiful, and where they're just showered with love and affirmation and God's love. So that's definitely one way, is being home with my family. I came home the other night. I came through the door and I had food, and my husband was like, "Hey, babe." I'm like, I love coming home. Like,
that's the dream for
like,
you. Hey, babe, come on.
Right.
It
That's
is
the
like,
dream. You know what?
and I love that.
I think for most, I would believe for 90%, 90% of women, that what you just said is what they want.
Right.
A loving family to come home to, bringing maybe something.
Absolutely.
And they're excited to see you, and you know that they love them and feel. I think 90%, but because of the world system, because of the devil, because of bad choices, they don't have that. And so they have to go to another, I don't know, alternate, what would you call it? DJ Desire?
Yeah, just like an alternate route. Just a little alternate route.
Yeah. So, Francesca.
And I want to say,
Yeah.
I was going to say part 2 to that question is definitely going to the studio. That's
see?
Yeah,
another place that is just, I love going to the studio. It's just like my happy place, my second home, when I'm able to get in there and just create, and I can, whatever I created at home is coming to life, like at the studio.
Right.
That's another place of just, I love being, I love supporting being at the studio.
I love it, like when I'm DJing. Let's say I'm doing, I remember a few times doing a big church picnic barbecue and just playing music and seeing everybody vibe to it. That's my next place I like to be. What about you, DJ
love
Desire,
it.
since we asking the question?
It's always either being around my kids and
Okay.
spending time with them. I game a lot, so that helps too. But being around music,
Music.
anything surrounding me with music, I think that's where I
Gotcha.
find the best relief.
Gotcha. Okay, now I want to ask this question. Well, let me ask this because I don't think you said anything. I heard the 3 songs. They sound marvelous. Like I said, I get the her vibe from it. So her is like on top of her game. So your music is awesome. But
Thank you.
what was there any struggles and any, like before you got to the song or the music? Was there a struggle you had to go through, something that was hard? I mean, because right now you're making your life sound perfect. Which right now I know it is, but I know everybody has some difficulties, some struggles. Was there anything you had to go through to get to the next level, especially with the quality of music that you are putting out now?
Yes, and I want to say first and foremost, my life is it's not perfect, but I have knowing the Lord. It's a great thing
Right.
that when things aren't going well
Right.
or aren't always going perfect, your perspective and your gratitude for the things that you do have and
Right.
the things that are going right is what is the catalyst to kind of keep your mind stayed on the Lord. And, okay, well, that didn't go right, but Lord, I thank you that in this
Right.
season, this is going well. So I tend to I don't ever want to be a Christian portrays that all is well, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, to DJ Desire earlier, when I got started in my day, I was kind of like, I just was feeling like a little just drab when I woke up, and I just had to pray it off.
Right.
So I just want to address that no, everything is not always perfect, even now, but I thank God for perspective and gratitude
Right.
and learning contentment in this season with the things that I do have.
Right.
Right.
But to answer your question, as far as challenges, yes, there were definitely challenges and still challenges that I'm overcoming currently.
Right.
I will start with going way back to when I started writing music with the type of beats that I was using. And, it just was different. It wasn't your typical gospel music. And I struggled with that at that time when it wasn't
Hold up.
I've been doing music
Hold
for
up.
about 5 years now.
Francesca,
Okay.
you said you wasn't singing gospel music all the time?
No, I was singing gospel
Oh, okay.
music, but it didn't, like the beats and the instrumentals that I chose
Oh, you said you were
weren't
struggling.
orthodox, that tambourine type of, sound.
Right.
Like, that's not the type
Like
of
the
sound that I
churchy
have
sound.
now.
Yeah. Okay, gotcha.
So it was a struggle to feel, Lord, is this me? Is this you? Lord, I need to know, confirmation.
Right.
And I feel like he continued to push me and keep going. I could say now today, I'm like, okay, Lord, there was a lane that you were carving out, and I do feel like Christian R&B is on the rise right now.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Because a lot of it's just more, it's more accepted
Right.
right now.
Right.
So that's what I can say. That was a challenge overcoming the stigma of just how Christian music is supposed to sound. And once I got through that door, I just continued to create and continue to find my own sound
Right.
in my own lane, my own way of writing songs. Yeah, so I'll say that for one question. Another struggle or challenge that I overcame or that I had to get through was after I did have my first child, Christian. I struggled with postpartum depression and anxiety really bad.
Wow.
Because one, it was right after the pandemic. I had him December 2020. Well, that was like really mid-pandemic.
Right.
So I didn't have a lot of godly, the churches were closed. I didn't have a lot of godly community around. I struggled, and being a new mom and just not really knowing, like, my husband was working, full time. So a lot of it was just like, Lord, it's just me and this baby.
Right.
I'm struggling,
Right.
and that season of my life is actually where Beauty for Ashes, which was my second album, was born. I wrote, even though I was felt like I was just still in the depths, I wrote a lot of my most relatable music in that season.
Right.
And so I feel like that was a struggle, that was a challenge. And I Am Love, which is on that album as well, is one of our top stream songs. where I speak about spiritual warfare and during that time and just how I feel like, just depression was so heavy on me. And, I just didn't know how to navigate that. But I took it to the Lord, and I knew at that time, I know I can plead the blood over my mind. I know I can, lift my hands and claim, victory with authority right now, even on the days when I just really don't feel it. Like, as Christians, there's days that we have this, we feel defeated. And, using the blood of God, using the blood of Jesus and pleading that over ourselves and speaking with authority. And, and just walking in that. So I Am Loved was definitely one of those songs.
And
I spoke to that season.
I love that. That God can use our hardest moments, the hardest, the hardest times, the hardest spaces that we are in, and create, something beautiful. I mean, you think about it, that's even just the message of the cross. It was just the hardest moment created salvation, right. So,
Amen.
And so that's beautiful that, we realize, even as believers, some of the biggest things that are going to be birthed out of us come from pain and trial and suffering, and it's good that we grow through it. I was just telling my friend, like, it's good when we go through the fire, but it's better that we know we don't come out smelling like the smoke. And so it's an amazing thing to see that even portrayed in your music. So another question I want to ask is, okay, so we see this rise of Christian R&B, and like I said, DJ Slack was over there like, I have no idea what y'all talking about, but we're over here like, yes. Are there any artists that are out right now that would be like, it would be your dream to get a feature or to work with, or even open for a headline for? Are there any Christian artists here that out there that just kind of like, you like, yeah, if I had that chance, I'm gonna run and take that chance?
Yes, actually, I would love to work with Madison Ryan Ward.
Yes.
If y'all don't know Madison Ryan Ward, you gotta be under a rock.
Right.
She's just so soulful, and I love her songwriting as well. I love how she sounds live. She just has a way, like, I like her simplicity.
Yes.
Just about her style, everything. So that's definitely someone I would love to work with. Cleo Soul. Cleo Soul is definitely like, she's just different.
Right.
She's just very different. And her sound to me is just absolutely, I don't know, it's so peaceful.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like I like writing music like that. So I would say for right now, those are like two artists that it would be amazing to work with them. That would be blessing.
No, that's dope. We're gonna have to, you know what? We're gonna have to get a ladies in Christian music concert or something together.
Don't try to kick me out of it. Hey, Franchesca.
Yes.
Franchesca, and I like that you explained that the difficulties and the things, because a lot of artists need to hear that. I know a lot of musicians, talented musicians like yourself. They go through a lot, and I really mean a lot. But I think they feel like I'm the only one, or it's just me going through it. And to see how God has blessed you, because we can clearly see how God has blessed you.
Yes.
Tremendously.
Thank you.
But to know that you went through stuff, and you said, you know what, I still might be going through some stuff too.
But
my gratitude, because God loves me.
Right.
And I can go through it, and I can appreciate me myself. I'm actually going through something that I'm stressing about something now. But I see the blessings on my life. I see my children. I see I'm doing some of the stuff I'm loving to do, meeting great people, being able to make some, not a lot of money, but some money. My health, I'm 61 years old. So even though, God, I wish you could take me away from this or deal with this, thank God. Thank you, Lord, for love that you...
It's that divine conjunction, that but, that but is that divine conjunction. Yeah, I'm going through, but I know God will get me through. I can do all things, through Christ who gives me strength. to go through it. So I love, that's my favorite. My pastor, my former pastor, my uncle used to always say that's divine conjunction, but will get you through.
I
Get you through a lot.
I finally sent you that link.
I got you.
I'm so
Yeah.
slow.
But yeah, that divine conjunction to get you through.
Right.
So I love that. I love that. So let me ask you, shows. Where can people find you?
Yeah,
Where can they see you? Where can we hear your music?
You said as far as shows?
As far as shows, any live shows coming up, concerts,
yeah.
anything that you have going on?
Yeah.
And future too. Where would you see yourself 10 years from now also?
Okay. I actually would love to do a show coming up here in like September. This is something that we're kind of just, working on, trying to figure out how we want to do that. I've never done like my own show.
Oh, wow.
But a lot of people have kind of asking like, hey, when are you doing the show? When you're doing a show? Recently, I've been doing a few shows here in Georgia. And if you're watching this and like you want to, visit me at one of the shows and see me live, I usually post about it on my Instagram or I'll say something about it. So if you're looking to like, oh, when is she doing a show? Most likely I'll post it on my story, on my page, within, well in advance so that you're able to plan and come out. And then I think your other question, DJ Star, was where can they find me?
Yeah. So where can we find you?
Okay. So back to the social media. Same thing. You guys can follow me on social media at Franchesca Music. Same thing on TikTok, YouTube as well. We actually have a lot of music videos that we've been putting out lately. Enter Me, Rough Day, Unequally Yoked, Call My Waves. We have a lot of music videos up there if you guys want to just check that out as well. And in 10 years, wow, where do I see myself? I feel like I still see myself doing this. I would love to do writing music, singing for the rest of my life. I literally would do this for free. So the fact that like God is making a way to be able to just, our family to be able to thrive through purpose and music is absolutely amazing. I would definitely say I would see myself perhaps songwriting for other artists, getting deeper into that side of things. I'm very passionate about songwriting. My husband knows that. I think I might be a songwriter first and then a singer, honestly. But yeah, in 10 years, I will see myself doing that, still serving at my church, loving on God, being a faithful wife, preferably, putting out some more albums and touring and stuff like that. Yeah, I would see myself just if Lord willing, if I could be doing this for the rest of my life, I will be. So yeah, in 10 years, I'll see myself doing that.
Well, awesome. We're going to let you go. Let me get my face in there. I was trying to get my phone, but I didn't know what's going on. No, wait, my phone. All righty. So, but I'm here, y'all. Your boy, DJ Slack, no lack or black. Hallelujah. Come on. Turn that music up just a little bit.
And I'm DJ Desires. I always bring some fire when I come through.
Yes, indeedy. Hey, Francesca, we're going to let you go. I'm happy you was here. Give Hector a big hug for me. He was very helpful in getting
Thank you, Hector.
I will. Thank you guys for having me.
Yeah, he's the man. All righty, y'all. Y'all can check me out every Saturday, 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. I'm going to let Francesca go. Francesca, I'm going to say good night. God bless you. God bless you, Hector. And everybody.
You.
DJ Desire, I'm going to let you just cut the tunes for the next, 10 minutes?
10 minutes. We got you.
Yeah, almost 15 minutes. Do 15 minutes.
All right.
Francesca, nice to meet you. God bless you.
Pray to God when I wake up because I know I'm blessed. Stay with my brothers cause it ain't too many real ones left. And it's life get wild.